Hey everybody, welcome back to At Home with the Woots. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a grocery shop together. So I like to go once a month to a big box store. My favorite personally is Costco, just because I think that they have the best options for the stuff that my family eats. And we need to restock. I don't know if you can see, you probably can't see all of it, but the majority of my shelves are like empty. Here, I have like a package of eggs that I meant to give to my mom. And then some leftovers, and some like really mushy apples, gross. I'll probably bake something with those. But we're pretty much out of everything. So I need to restock. I need to do our monthly restock. So I'm heading to Costco. I'm bringing my kids with me this time because I cannot push the cart by myself, and I might need 2 carts. And I am just going to take you with us. I'm going to show you all the things that we buy, and then afterwards I'll review everything and tell you about how we use it in our monthly meal plan and kind of go over what our restock looks like. So I'm looking forward to taking you guys with us, and let's go. It's aggressive. 2 carts full. Okay, so I did not film in the store because it was packed today. It's a Sunday. I usually don't like to go to Costco during the weekend. I usually wait and go during the week. But I had help today, so I went today. And so I'm just gonna kind of go over some of the stuff that we got, some of our staples. Again, I only grocery shop 1 time a month at a big box store, and then I go 1 time that month, usually like 2 weeks later, to Publix or whatever grocery store you have close to. But I go to Publix and I get like lettuce or whatever greens that we need that we ran out of, or any specialty items. Or anything that we weren't able to get at Costco. So I went today, and I'm going to go over everything that we got today and just kind of go over with you like how we use each of the things that we got. With the kids being homeschooled, they are home and they eat at home 3 meals a day. We usually try to go out to dinner only 1, maybe 2 times per week. So we cook at home the majority of the time, and so that just requires a lot of groceries because of all the cooking that we're doing. They're never not eating at home. So with that said, let's get started. Okay. I'm going to start with some of the meats that I found. They still had the corned beef brisket, and so I went ahead and picked up one of these just because the kids loved it, and this will last us a lunch and a dinner. So I was like, for $30, that's not too bad of a deal. That's like $15 each meal, so that's okay. And then I got the organic chicken thighs. I prefer bone-in chicken thighs, but I'd rather have organic meat than not. So I got the organic chicken thighs that are boneless and skinless. One of these packs is a dinner for our family. There's usually 4 or 5 chicken thighs in here in each package. And then I got the 2 whole chickens. They are a little expensive, but they're really, really good. I usually buy these, and we go through like 2 or 3 whole chickens a month. I have 1 more in the freezer, so I just went ahead and got a 2-pack because I needed it. I got some more organic chicken sausage for breakfast. These are fully cooked. It's easy for the kids to just like, if I have pancakes pre-made, it's easy for them to just grab 2 of these and stick them in the microwave to add with their breakfast. I don't really buy these anymore. Joe is always like, don't buy those. But just because of the ingredients, it's not like the cleanest ingredient list. But my kids love these salmon burgers, like love them. So I figure, why not? They were asking me to grab them, so I went ahead and grabbed the salmon burgers for them. We like to have those for lunches or dinners. And then I got some beef sausages. I love these. The kids love these. I'm making macaroni and cheese tonight, homemade, so we'll probably have a couple of these cut up to go with the macaroni and cheese. I got 2 packages of the frozen broccoli, 1 package of the organic mixed vegetables. Now, I use these all the time. So when the kids have really busy nights with sports, I will do like a package of sausages and some broccoli and some potatoes. It takes me 25 minutes to put it together, and it's really, really quick and easy, but like hits all the food groups and is a good option for our family that everyone likes. I got another thing of Greek yogurt. Everett really wanted cream cheese. They did not offer an organic option, but I got that. We use it a lot for baking, and then Everett likes to put it on his toast. And then all the potatoes. I went light on the potatoes this time. I think I only ended up with, 15 or 20 pounds of potatoes. I usually am about 25 to 30 pounds a month of potatoes. So this is kind of a light load on the potatoes, but I had some left over from last month, so I didn't buy the russets. I usually also buy a 10-pound bag of russets to go with it. I got 2 cases of Poppy. My kids love these. I got 3 cases of kombucha, 2 of the ginger lemonade, and 1 that is guava passion fruit. Joe really loves kombucha, so does Grant, and so do I. I got Joe a case of Miller Lite, 2 cases of Uber Greens juice, 2 cases of whole milk. So that's just like this table. That's pretty much all the meats that I bought, because we don't buy our ground beef at the store. We get it from the local ranch. So this is really all the meat that we'll use, other than what we already have. So these are all really great ideas. Like these salmon burgers, these beef sausages, corned beef biscuit, and if you can get like a really good roast, you know, those are really fast dinners that you just throw in a crock pot and don't have to think about. So they're, for busy families like ours, we're so busy that, you know, doing this is a really great way. And then I like to roast a chicken on Sunday and then shred it up, and then I have chicken all week cooked. Okay, and now I'm just moving on to the other area of the kitchen. And I'll tell you the total, what I spent when we're done. But remember, I only grocery shop Remember, I only grocery shop like 1 time a month. So, sorry, that was me. I don't go a bunch of times. So this is our main grocery shop. So I got 3 of these. It's just tomato basil sauce, red sauce. I got some Japanese barbecue sauce, Cholula, cinnamon, maple syrup, and then organic tomato paste, which I use this in a lot of cooking. These are excellent. It's such a tasty treat. And the ingredient list is peanut butter, dark chocolate, palm kernel oil, chicory root fiber, peanut flour, non-fat dry milk, maple sugar, sea salt, and sunflower lecithin. So not too bad. And for a treat, this is a tasty treat. So we love these. And then I got some vegetable medley chips, avocado oil, sea salt chips, some pretzels, organic tortilla chips. I do use this on occasion, especially if I have to work during the day for lunch for the kids. Sometimes I will just drain a can of chicken breast and put it with some taco seasoning, and then the kids can make quesadillas, or I will put it with buffalo sauce and make like a chicken salad out of this. So even though it's not organic, which is what I obviously would prefer, this is just really nice for us to have on hand in a pinch. So I always have canned chicken in the house. I also bought dots because they're Grant's favorite. So he got dots today. If they're helping me, I let him pick something. I did get some celery, and I got some naan breads. So I will split this up and then put it in Ziploc bags and freeze it. And then I know it comes in a Ziploc bag, but whenever I freeze it in the bag that it comes in, it ends up super freezer burnt. So whenever I end up putting it in like an actual Ziploc, it is better for longer, I find. But we use these a lot for pizzas. So we'll make homemade pizzas out of naan breads. And again, that's another really fast meal because again, we're super busy. So doing naan bread pizzas for lunches or dinners is a really good and super tasty meal for us. I got cucumbers. Grant and I are really the only ones that eat these. I usually eat them with plain Greek yogurt. Grant just eats them plain and loves them. I got 2 bags of all-purpose flour, peanut butter pretzels. I got 2 of these because the kids just crush these pretzels. Some honey for Joe. He puts this in his coffee. I did get some chocolate chips just because I was running out, and I have been making most of my cookies with chopped chocolate bars, but in a pinch it's nice to have some chocolate chips on hand because it's a lot faster. You don't have to chop anything. We love Kalamata olives. I like them with cucumber. There's hummus, whatever, however they come. I love these. Organic cane sugar. I was out, so I got 2 bags, which should last me like 3 months. So we should be stocked up for a while. That's It bars. We love these. These are a really good snack. If your kids are, my kids don't really like these, but Joe and I eat them a lot. Grant does like them. Everett is my pickier eater, and he does not like these. But I do, and Joe does, and I take them almost every single day. When I go to work, I just put them in the car with me, so these are great like car snacks for me. Then I got some carrots, organic carrots. We will go through this in a month, and I probably should have bought 2. We go through a ton of carrots in this house, so these carrots will probably, hopefully they'll last us this time, but Easter is in this grocery shop, and I am gonna make a carrot cake, so I'm just hoping, maybe 2 carrot cakes, so I'm just hoping that this will last us. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna move on. Okay, so we left off with the carrots. That's It bars. I do use these bacon crumbles a lot when I make egg cups for the kids, or if we make chef salad or something like that, I do use the pre-cooked bacon crumbles. I am not a huge bacon fan. It really just doesn't agree with me, bacon. So if I'm gonna use it, I like to just use this because I don't like to cook like a whole big thing of bacon. Organic asparagus, organic chicken stock. We go through a ton of chicken stock. I cook rice in chicken stock, couscous in chicken stock, which I haven't bought couscous in a while, which is odd because I used to always buy couscous, but I cook like a lot of things in chicken stock. If I'm making a soup, obviously I use the chicken stock. if I'm boiling anything, like cooking anything down, I make it. I make my own cream of chicken soup, so I'll use that chicken stock for cream of chicken soup as well. And it's 6 boxes that come in that, so I do use a lot of that chicken stock. I also got 6 containers, like a box of these. I've actually never seen the vinegar like this before, but cool, I guess, I don't know. So it's just white vinegar. And we have Chomps because they're the best. We love Chomps beef sticks. Those are a great snack for the kids, great source of protein. We love them. Chomps are great. A bunch of squash. If you follow along with me on Instagram at all, you'll see my meal plans. And pretty much every other week we have zucchini boats or zucchini boat casserole. And so we will go through these quickly. I mean, this is, probably 2 dinners worth of squash for us. But we'll eat all of that within the month for sure. We love zucchini boat casserole. My kids are obsessed with it. If you'd like the recipe, let me know. I will send it to you. We also use Gouda. I make like French onion potatoes sometimes, or French onion chicken thighs, and I like to melt Gouda on top. And then I'm gonna make mac and cheese tonight. I'll use some of this in the mac and cheese. A whole big container of pickles. Grant picked that out too. A big thing of onions. Locatelli, which is Joe's favorite Parmesan. It's not Parmesan, it's Pecorino Romano. It's super good, and it's made from sheep's cheese or sheep's milk. And so if you are lactose intolerant or lactose sensitive, this is a really good option. And it's really easy on your tummy for digestion. So we really love this Locatelli. We use it for everything Italian that we make at home. Organic mushrooms. We eat a lot of mushrooms. So I cook them a lot with the asparagus, and just like as a side, I'll do asparagus and mushrooms. But if I'm making something meaty, like for example, I was making a cottage pie the other day, and I just wanted to kind of, I don't know, give it a little more oomph. And so I put some chopped mushrooms in there, and it just tastes really good. The mushrooms in with the beef, it's delicious. So, and it's a really good way to sneak some extra vitamins in for your kids because it has that same like meaty texture. And if you cut it small enough, the kids can't even find it or pick it out of their meat. Rice ramen, we go through one of these a month. It's really good in chicken stock, or it's really good with some soy sauce. We love this, or homemade lo mein sauce. We love this. I ran out of gallon-sized Ziplocs, so I had to buy some of those. A whole bag of oranges. PB Fit. Now, okay, so I tried this like years ago and ended up like throwing away half the bag because we just didn't use it. So I'm gonna try it again. We'll see. My kids are really liking chocolate peanut butter smoothies. And so I've been using protein powder and then like a teaspoon of Dutch processed cocoa and a little bit of peanut butter. And I'm just gonna use this instead of peanut butter. So just put a little bit of this in with it. Gives them 7 grams of protein, that's not too bad. Adds it to the smoothie, right? And so they've been really, really liking that. And so I bought this. I'll let you know what I think. I don't know. I bought these. Joe and I really like to have like just easy stuff that we can eat in the car. So with him driving 2 hours to and from work, and then me driving around to see patients in the afternoon, it's nice to just have like something to snack on. So like I said, I usually bring That's It bars. I usually bring a Chomps. And then sometimes I like to have like these little nut clusters or whatever. They're pretty tasty, so grab some of those. A whole bag of lemons, yes, we will use them all. What do I use them for? So cooking, I like to, like if I make a soup, like a chicken noodle or any soup really, at the very end I like to just squeeze a little bit of lemon in it. You can't taste it, it doesn't taste lemony. It just kind of like, I don't know, gives it that little extra something that your soup is missing, I think. So I'll do that with either lemon juice or red wine vinegar. And so I like to have these on hand at all times. I also will sometimes zest one of the lemons into the kids' pancakes and give them like lemon pancakes, or I'll make lemon cookies. And then if I haven't used them and they're starting to go bad, I will juice all of them and then freeze the juice. And then when the kids want like a glass of lemonade or something, I'll take the lemon juice ice cubes out and put it in with some water, let it melt down, add a little honey or maple syrup, and then they have lemonade. So I do like to buy these every month because then I have them for whenever I need them. I got 2, maybe 3 things of butter, some avocado mash. These, the boys like on toast in the morning. Everett prefers cream cheese, Grant prefers avocado, so we'll do the avocado for G. And then balsamic vinegar. I wanted to do a balsamic vinegar salmon, like a balsamic salmon. I feel like it's gonna give like teriyaki vibes, but different, you know? I don't know. So we're gonna see about that. A huge tub of hummus. I got 4 bottles of wine. A huge bag of walnuts. My last container of walnuts I ran out of, so I haven't been able to make homemade cereal because I didn't have nuts. I mean, I could have made it without the nuts, but I like to add them. I think that it's just a good addition to the cereal, so walnuts for that. And then I also got 2 huge bags of baking soda because we needed it for the pool and then for homemade soaps and things like that. So I did get a bunch of baking soda as well. And I think that covers all of it. Yes. So that's really it. Oh, and I have coffee. I didn't go over the most important thing, coffee. So yes, I got a big bag of coffee beans too. I do actually like the Kirkland house blend, and I tend to be pretty picky about coffee. I'm usually a Starbucks girl, but I do like this house blend by Kirkland. Okay, so on top of all these groceries, did I buy anything extra? I did. So, I got a mat for our backyard. The mat that we have right now says, "Welcome Dolphins fans," for football season. Football season is over, so need a new mat. And it's seen better days. So it's time for a new mat, so I got one. And then I got Everett an outfit, a shirt and a pair of shorts for exercising, so he has a new outfit for practices. But that's really the only extras that I bought. You've seen everything that I purchased, and it was very expensive this month. I usually spend around $700, but I did go down south to purchase groceries, and I know that when I go down south I usually spend more in groceries, and so this month I spent $1,000 at Costco. I think it was $1,030, which is a lot of money. But I just keep trying to remind myself, I only go one time, and we were spending, like last year, I think we were averaging $2,000 a month in groceries to feed the family. So if I can keep it within the parameters of what we purchased, it's a cost savings. So, and that's really the goal for us right now, is to cut down on what we're spending on food. Like I said, we do cook at home most of the time. So most of the time I'm doing all the cooking, or Joe is, and we're not paying to go out to eat. But to eat at home requires a substantial amount of groceries that you hold within the household, right? And so that's why we have so much right now. So I will keep you posted on how this goes. I always thought I was kind of an ingredient household, but looking at all my groceries, I see that I definitely have a lot of convenience foods, like chips, snacks, the meat sticks, the whole thing. But I think that that's just because of our lifestyle. We are just so busy and on the go so much that it doesn't make sense for us to do it any other way at this point. I'd love to be able to like make everything from scratch and stuff, but between balancing working outside of the home, working inside of the home, homeschooling, partnering in a co-op that we, one of my friends and I run together for homeschoolers, it just isn't feasible for me to do more than I already am at home from scratch. So the one more thing I wanted to talk about was, how do I know what to buy? Well, I keep a list, a running Costco list throughout the month on my notes app on my phone, and my husband and I share that note. And so if he needs something, he realizes we need something, he'll add it to the list, or I'll add it to the list if I notice that we need it. But I've been meal planning for so long that I know the general ingredients of what we need to make the foods that I know my family's gonna like. So I know that I need to have staples, right? I need to have meat for every dinner. I need to have meat for breakfast and lunch, right? Or some sort of protein. So beans, meat, tofu, tempeh, whatever. I haven't bought tofu in so long, but my kids love it. But I know that I need that, right? And then I know that I need vegetables. And I like to have a really good variety of fresh and frozen vegetables. Fresh vegetables that are the easiest to prepare for dinners: asparagus, fresh broccoli that's pre-washed, peppers, maybe that's it, zucchini's super easy. Salads are super easy, especially if you buy pre-chopped lettuce. Those are all like really, really easy to grab. Like you just rinse it, cut it, throw it in the oven for like 10-15 minutes on a convection bake, and you will have a lovely roast vegetable. Whether that's the broccoli or the asparagus or the mushrooms or the peppers, any way it comes, it's delicious. So those are really easy ones to grab and just, throw in there. We also really like to saute kale. We're growing kale right now, so that's why I didn't buy any, but I like to saute kale with onions and rice vinegar. It is like so tasty, delicious, and it's a really good side for dinners. So I make sure that I have dinner vegetables covered. Dinner or lunch vegetables, right? So something also easy to grab and go. Carrots are my go-to. Carrots and cut up peppers. It's just easy to always have those on hand. It's easy for the kids to eat and not complain about too much. I also like to keep on hand frozen edamame. Both my kids love edamame, and it's high in protein but also green, so I'll take it. And they just microwave the little packages of them in a glass bowl and then salt them, and they will eat like the whole bag in a sitting. So those are just like super easy things that I know that my family needs to have, right? And then other things like chips. We like to have chips with lunch if we're having sandwiches, or if the kids are having quesadillas, I know that I need to have tortillas, right? I know that I need to have cheese to shred for the week, every week. So I've just been doing this for so long in terms of meal planning that I have a pretty good broad idea of what we need and what we will use every month. If you're someone who's just starting to meal plan, it's a little bit harder to know exactly, and you may have to go to the grocery store more often. And there's nothing wrong with that, because you're gonna learn and you'll get there. But finding what it is that your family's going to eat, and won't be wasted just sitting in your cabinet for you to throw away after the expiration date, and what you guys are gonna like. Also, I think it's important to have versatile ingredients, right? Just standard chicken thighs, things that are not pre-seasoned, things that you can season yourself. Rice, pasta, potatoes, you can really just go wild with those, and it makes meal planning a lot easier because you're like, oh, well, I have this. And so then if you can go to Pinterest, you can search chicken thighs, bacon bits, and broccoli. And I'm sure you can find some sort of like chicken bacon ranch bake with broccoli, Parmesan broccoli on the side or something like that, right? And then you just serve it with a crusty bread or rice or pasta on the side, you know, so it gets easier, you know, if you have more broad and general ingredients that you can use. Like the lemons, like I said, that's a really general but wide-ranging ingredient that I like to keep at the house. You can use it for sweets, you can use it for savory, you can use it in so many different ways. It's always nice to have some sort of citrus in the house, right? So even if you just slice it up and make a simmer pot. The other day we had co-op here and I made a simmer pot with lemons and it was so nice. The whole house smelled like lemons, so it was really nice. So that's how I know what I'm purchasing when I go to the store. I keep a running list of what I'm low on, what I need, and then I have a general idea of what my family likes to eat and how we're going to cook for the weeks to come. So even if I don't have a full monthly meal plan a month out, I know what I need to fill out a month for my family. So I'm going to do a whole series on meal planning. I have already got a plan to do that. So keep your eye out for a meal planning series coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. But I just haven't quite got there yet, but I am working on that right now. So anyway, but this is pretty good. I feel like pretty healthy choices. And so I'd love to hear what your favorites at Costco are. It's so fun. I am a person that loves grocery shopping, which I know some people find really weird, but like I love grocery shopping. It just brings me joy. And so I love going into different stores. And so I'd love to know if your Costco has different items than mine. The one I went to today didn't have the half and half that I normally buy. And so I was so bummed. I didn't get any half and half. That's something that I will have to get at Publix this time. So I'm bummed about that, but you know, I'd love to hear what your Costco has, if you guys have other options, or if you shop at like Sam's Club or BJ's or another wholesale club. I'd love to hear about that as well. I also am really interested in learning more about Azure Standard. So if you have experience there, I'd love to hear about that as well. And see if you can get comparable kind of foods too. I've done Thrive Market in the past, and I know you can get comparable foods there as well, but just in smaller quantities, and so it didn't really work for us because of the smaller quantities. But maybe it's changed since I used it last. It was years ago. So again, let me know, comment below if you have other things that you find that could be a good alternative for something that I bought or in addition to. So I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you have a good one, and I can't wait to see you again soon. Bye!